Any tips on surrendering? I knew a woman who she was constantly talking about war in Ukraine and how miserable she is about the war in Ukraine and how much she is willing to go in front of White House and stay with poster, yell and scream, the war has to end. Whatever that you can do to stop that you don't like, for example, if you can stop the war, okay, go ahead and stop it. But if you cannot do anything, we gotta surrender. If you see that you are not happy in the relationship, either you can surrender, and surrender meaning surrender to what is happening in the relationship, or you can distance or walk away. But fighting it, it's pointless. Let's say hypothetically that your partner has a drinking problem. And if he has a drinking problem, you have two things. Fighting stop drinking is pointless. And here you can just surround yourself to the pain that you experience that your partner is drinking. You're feeling angry, you're feeling helpless, you're feeling hopeless, you're feeling pain, you're feeling anger, you're feeling fear, you're feeling shame and guilt, all of those feelings. So as you're closing your eyes, you're diving inside of those emotions. And as you're diving inside of those emotions, you are literally experiencing the anger, the fear, the hopelessness, helplessness, all of it. And as you're inside, instead of trying to battle and escape them, you're surrendering to them. You are accepting them because these are your feelings. And as you're experiencing this surrender and acceptance of your feelings, you come out of it. After 20, 30 minutes, you're feeling at peace. And when you're feeling at peace, that you surrendered and accepted your feelings, you can calmly say to your partner, I get it that you're going through a painful period in your life, and I get that you are now drinking, but I need to distance myself, because when you drink, I experience pain, anger, fear, hopelessness, helplessness, resign. I'm bitter, I'm feeling shame, I'm feeling it all. So I'm gonna move out to my mother's house for 2 or 3 months, and I'm gonna give you the space to deal with your drinking addiction. And while you're away, you're not calling him and blaming him. You're not calling him and calling him names. You continue surrendering and accepting your feelings, and you're doing the meditation or prayer or affirmation. The simplest affirmation for this is you close your eyes and you say, I acknowledge you, I love you, please forgive me. When we're acknowledging ourselves that we are going through this painful experience. When you say, I love you, you're saying, I love you, that I'm having the strength to walk away and distance at this point in my life from the pain I'm feeling. When you say, forgive me that I've been putting up with so much pain for so long. Forgive me, meaning forgive Creator that I've been violating myself. So it's a very powerful affirmation. Again, I acknowledge you, I love you, forgive me. And all of this happens with us. I acknowledge you, I love you, please forgive me. I acknowledge you, I love you, forgive me. And then the partner, I acknowledge you, I love you, forgive me. And you're saying it over and over and over for 20, 30 minutes. And then you continue with the day. And you start this first thing in the morning and you do it before you go to bed. Very powerful affirmation. If you have your own prayer, you do the prayer. If you have the meditation, you do the meditation. So I hope that helps. But this was hypothetical example, but I hope you can really get your own example that you're dealing with and use it in the same way, because I just don't know specifics to what you are dealing with. But again, when we are in pain, the best thing to start accepting our own feelings. Stop trying to fix him or trying to change him. That is really waste of time, waste of energy, and it doesn't lead anywhere. And now I would like to invite you to next Saturday's program. It's called 16 Ways You Kill Love and Relationship Without Even Knowing. So if you're interested, please message me directly and I'll send you all of the information how you can enroll into next Saturday's class at 10 a.m. US Eastern Time online. My man has invited me to rest more. He doesn't struggle with rest. I have a fear of we are both resting, nothing will get done. I know if I rest more, he'll do more. Advice on letting go of the fear. If we're talking right now on the baseline of feminine and masculine, a man, when he sees a woman who is resting, it gives him the power and trust that he can handle things. It's a biggest motivation when a woman is resting and she's at peace in her feminine energy and she's not driven for a man to do things. I'll share you an example. So for those of you who don't know me, I used to be a clinical hypnotherapist, a coach, and a counselor. And now, since 2020, I am not working. It's been a long journey for me to shift to feminine energy, but for the past 6 months, I feel a calling to do retreats. And so now I start doing retreats twice a year. But in my feminine energy, do you think I know how to do all of the logistical things? To get all of the participants in one place in Turkey, to get all of my airplane tickets, the passports, the visas, the travel, and X and Y and Z? Absolutely not. Because I'm in my feminine energy, I say, honey, I don't know. What do I need to do next? I don't know what to do next. And the more I don't know, the more my husband is handling everything. He's getting the ticket, he is getting the transfer to me and the participants, he's getting all of the logistical things in the hotels for me and all of the participants. Because again, this is not my strength. My strength is to come, to lead a retreat, for people to have a wonderful, uplifting time and transform their energies to connect to their feminine energy. And for men to start feeling that, by the way, the two men who were there, they were constantly running around protecting us. 13 women. And so it's beautiful the way this dynamic works. I have no idea how Wi-Fi works. They constantly were connecting Wi-Fi. I have no idea how the speaker works. And I need to do the dancing class. They were constantly making the speaker work. And so that's what I'm trying to say, Samantha. Let go of trying to make things work. Because if you're not trusting your man, yes, you will have to do it all. And as you're doing it all, you're overwhelmed, but also you're sending the message to your man that you don't trust him. You don't trust him that he will lead, that he will do it, that he will provide and protect you and your daughter. And so it's work for us to let go of fear. And how I was sharing it earlier, fear is internal. You close your eyes and you look inside. And the fear might look like a dinosaur, like volcano, like a dark black space. And you just be with that dark space or that volcano or that tornado, however that fear looks like. Don't be afraid to surrender and accept it. It's part of our journey. No matter what arises, anxiety, fear, guilt, lack of trust, for us to look at it internally and surrender and accept it. The moment we're accepting it, we are free. We are free and we're walking around with completely different vibration. And when we're in a different vibration, we're attracting different people. Or our people next to us, they start to rise because we as a women responsible for the harmony, peace, and happiness in our relationship and in our home. And so no matter how hard it is to accept that this huge duty, it is on us, ladies. Really great question, Samantha. So let's see if we have any. Bless you. Thank you so much for this reminder. You're welcome, Samantha. You're welcome. Yeah, I really struggle with rest. It's not just you, Samantha, it's most of the women. We're living in a masculine world, and most women shifted to this masculine world, and that's why we start to see this big shift in men who are starting to shift to feminine energy. And men who are in feminine energy, they don't want to work. They don't want to be responsible. They don't want to provide, lead, and protect, because we took their position in life energetically, financially, in their energy. And so it's our duty to start getting back to this feminine space that we're born. We're born to be happy. We're born to be peaceful and rest and let go and trust Creator, ourselves, and then our partners. Yeah, really great.